I'm B-HART1, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make primitive glue. There are 4 things you need to make primitive glue: a stick, a can, a fire, and an evergreen tree with a scar in it. This is the tree I'm going to be using to collect my sap from. This is a white pine tree, and I have cut open holes with a hatchet, and sap is like a tree's way of bleeding. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your stick and gather it up on the stick, and take your tin can that you have and just put it in there. And this is what your glue is going to be. So you just get a bunch of that. After you've gathered your sap, you will want to take your tin can and place it on the fire. You want your fire to be pretty small so that the sap doesn't catch on fire, because that would be bad. Because sap, it'll flame up. It's really good fire starter. So you just place your can on like that, and then eventually it'll start to bubble. But you cannot take your eyes off of it, because if you do, it'll catch on fire. As you can see, it's sort of bubbling there. So now I'll take it off. And let it cool. After you've taken it off the fire, you will let the bubbles kind of go away. Then you'll put it back on the fire. You repeat this several times to get it to a more liquid form, and eventually it'll turn blackish. So as you can see, it's pretty runny. It's kind of moving. And now it's bubbling again. So once it gets bubbling quite a bit more, you'll take it off the fire, and you'll just keep repeating that. And you want to keep your fire very small. You can have a little bit of flame, but as you can see, I just have very hot coals right now, so that's what's keeping it bubbling. And you want to add sticks every so often. Take the can off, add some sticks for the fire. And if you get a lot of sap, then if you get like a whole can full, you could take a stick like this or like this, or on a clean stick without bark or anything, and you just dip it in, and it'll get a big chunk of it. Let that, after you get it on, let that dry, and you can keep making it bigger and bigger. So I don't have enough sap to do that, but at least this is a little bit I can just keep in the can and put that somewhere good in storage, and use that when I need it for building a teepee or building a cabin for, I don't know, zombie apocalypse or something. But this is a very useful thing when you're in the woods. We're going to gather more sap now, because you lose sap as you warm it up, because like the water evaporates from it, so and it becomes a little thicker. As you can see, it's a lot thicker than it was. So now you want to gather even more sap, and you want to try to keep pine needles and stuff, or really anything out of there, so it doesn't catch on fire, because that would be very bad. And then I made the mistake of letting pine needles get in there once, and they caught on fire, and I had to kick it off the fire. And you don't want to just cut a big hole in the tree for no reason. The only reason I was allowed to do this was because we're chopping down this tree pretty soon. So So sad. Thanks for watching. I will be making lots of more primitive videos. Stay on the lookout for those. And I hope you guys learned that pine resin could be almost a lifesaver in a bad situation. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.